At new car launches nowadays, the topic of discussion has become rare earth magnets. But that's not what I'm here to speak about, and that's not what I'm going to ask Santosh Iyer, Mercedes-Benz India MD and CEO, because it's time to celebrate speed, and that's exactly what Mercedes-Benz is doing. I think two immensely popular cars globally, but rare in India, are now finally back after 3 years, and they have kind of received a standing ovation from your customers. How's that been like, if you can tell us?
You know, when you look at the sports car territory as such, we got the SLS AMG 12, 13 years back to India. That time there was no sports car segment itself, to be honest. Even AMG was entering in its new avatar all in. And I think that started redefining the performance car category to a large extent. From there to now, we have sold a lot of cars, performance cars. There is also our competitors have come in, they have sold a lot of cars. There is a big cult of performance car enthusiasts, and as part of the industry, I'm quite happy that AMG has led from the front. We used to have an AMG driving academy in the circuit events, and I think we are bringing some of that back. So also when we get the AMG GT and the Pro now, we are also going to restart the customer connect events, driving academies. We have been doing it in bits and pieces, but now we want to go more deeper. Also in this last many years, you have also seen new racetracks coming up. You have also seen private racetracks coming up. People are investing because they want to enjoy their machines. Weekend drives, a lot of groups on sports cars owners. So I think that way we are quite happy and proud to be part of shaping up this community. And I think AMG now with these cars and real track oriented cars will only keep the tribe growing.
No, and that portfolio has just expanded in just a few years.
A lot of options now.
And lot of options now. But there are certain cars that you are also now bringing in the next second half of this, but I won't talk about that as well. But the main aspect here that I wanted you to tell us is how customer driven are these decisions, especially when it comes to these high-end cars? Because you told us that, you know, obviously there is so much happening in that.
So frankly, we don't do anything without keeping the customer in the center, and I'm not saying just a brief advertising tagline kind, because let me say this car, we just launched it today, the GT, but our customers knew about it. The close ones, we have already more than 10 customers who have booked these cars. They have configured it. Cars are coming end of the year. The first right-hand drive cars in the world, we want to get them to India as soon as possible. That's why this is a left-hand drive one, because it's still not produced right. So I think we are very passionate about this. We hear to them. There is a lot of homework for us as well. But the individualization, customization program is all led, or we were conceiving based on customer feedback. So I think that's a very core to bringing these cars.
AMG apart, there's a lot happening on the other side as well. How has the E-Class done? What's the feedback that you are getting? Of course, we want to know about it. You know, it's been one of your most sold cars. What's the feedback there?
E-Class really has its own segment of its own now, you can say, because technically in that segment, for that kind of the package, there is you don't see competition as such, but more than that, I think it has its own following now. Again, that has carved out its space. It's of course the largest selling car in our portfolio. But let me also talk about electrics, because that's one debate which keeps going on. Is luxury and electric going in? Are people driving? Let me give you statistics. Jan to May, you take Vahan data. The overall luxury car market, if you see, EVs have grown by 66%. We grew by 73%. So we have grown more than the market growth on EVs. But more importantly, I think we have only introduced top-end cars like the G Electric. You can talk about EQS 580, the Maybach EQS Night Series. So this is what's contributing to our growth. For the overall luxury car market, there are other entry cars also. So overall, I think it's a great story for EVs. When you look at the luxury car market, that the penetration has gone up to as high as 11%. So that clearly takes away all this, I would say, chatter that are people really ready to ship
exactly.
And all the, so because data speaks louder than all the other aspects. And this I am quoting is publicly available data on one. So, but yes, the future, nobody knows how fast this will go. I think we are fully committed. Today we launched the 8-cylinder engines, the real gasoline petrol head favorites. On the other side, 2 days back, we also launched the electric. The GTXS concept, which is also mind-boggling. I would say hypercar territory, whatever you can say. But finally, we will allow the customer to give a choice based on design, based on dynamics, based on what they want. And we will continue to offer all the product offerings to the customer.
Do you then feel that this entire chatter about there's no infrastructure in India, this is happening? Because from where I stand, there are more EV chargers than CNG pumps in the country. Then all this chatter then boil down to
I would say there is a merit in the argument to start with, but also because some of these chargers, I have two issues. One, they are not high capacity chargers, some of them, and some of them you don't know when you reach a charger whether it's working or not. So there are challenges. But looking at Mercedes-Benz, the advantage we have is across the portfolio, our cars have the longest range. And I'm talking about real world range, 600, 700 kilometers on an EQS, for example. So now, with that range, you are not dependent on a charger for your daily commute.
Absolutely.
In fact, our statistics say that 70%, 75% of our customers charge at home or office. They are not even using public charging. But for that one odd trip outside the city, you have to plan a bit, and it's possible. Mass market, maybe where the range is a bit lower, maybe this is an impediment for growth. But I think this will all evolve. And as the car park grows, the private sector will put more chargers, and this will come in. So I don't think we need to wait for each other. This will grow together.
Great. Talking about growth, what's the next step as far as portfolio growth for you?
No, the good part is now almost, if you see an A-class to an S-class, almost all the products are in India. We have localized most of them. 90-95% of the cars we sell in India are locally produced. So I think that's a big step that we have already taken. New product introduction, as and when they happen worldwide, we are bringing to India. The idea is to see how fast we can get in, how much more allocations we can get. Remember, India is a so high tax market that the prices at which we sell in India are much cheaper than what we sell in the world. And that's a misnomer that Mercedes-Benz is too expensive in India. Yes, but it's a taxation structure, which is fair because all other players also have the same taxes. So I don't think we have any reason to complain there. We are participating in the same market, but it is what it is. We have to be pragmatic, and then I think we will continue to excite the market. Couple of more product launches also in the next couple of months.
All right, exciting times ahead. So thank you so much, Santosh.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.